Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Fraser Field for an intercity battle. Doubleheader. This will be two 5-inning games. Doubleheader. Lynn Tech, the home team in the first game, will be taking on KIPP as the two Lynn teams going at each other, trying to get a jump on the battle between the two Lynn schools. Jared Payon on the mound. He's throwing to Dom Giordano, the catcher. And it will be Jeremy Reyes, the first baseman for KIPP, leading it off. KIPP looking for their 4th win of the season. Tech trying to stay over 500. They're 5-4. Hit foul to the backstop. And the weather has improved. Not bright sunshine, not a clear blue sky, but there's no breeze blowing, or there's no wind blowing like it's been blowing for a while. It's been ice cold days here, and we're almost done. We only have like a week and a half left. Maybe 2 weeks. High for a ball. Hit the second base. Wesley Morales over to McCaffrey. Reyes is out. The play goes 4-3 for the first out. They'll bring up Morinel Castro, the pitcher. Coach Rabbit for KIPP. Coach Lewis for Lynn Tech. Ably assisted by Moses LeBoy. Rabbit's down there all by himself. He's doing a good job with these kids, keeping them together. Wide for a ball. I mentioned keeping them together. It sounds easy, but it is easy when you're classical and you've got 11 wins and you're already in the state tournament. In English, you got 9 wins, 7 in a row. And St. Mary's on the verge of the tournament. St. Mary's girls, the #1 seed in their division. It's easy going to practice and playing games. You're winning and everything is fine, roses. When you don't have a winning record and you may not be going to the state tournament, you have to give a lot of credit to those teams that just keep working, keep battling, keep trying, putting in that 110% effort. Castro was on his way to first base with that pitch. Looked like it was up and away. Called a strike by the umpire. He called back. He was 3 or 4 steps down the first base line. The payoff pitch up and coming. And he comes back and gets him. Castro's not happy. He thought he had a walk on the pitch before that. So 2 up, 2 down. Chevelle Gutierrez, the catcher, is the hitter. High for a ball. Swing and a miss. Wide for a ball. It's amazing, nothing going on at Manning Field. There's a couple of people over there working out a little bit, but no school activity, no games, no full team practices. Hit in the air to center field. That's in the gap. That's a shot and a half. All the way back to the warning track. He fell down. He's in with a stand-up double. I don't know if he made contact with the first baseman or he just tripped, but he fell and did a little somersault between first and second. Gutierrez gets the first hit. A booming double to left center field. He's in scoring position for Daniel DeVerge, the shortstop. No question about that hit. High and tight for a ball. And Eddie Lewis asked for time. He's going out to talk to his pitcher. Had an easy ground ball and a strikeout, but then he got a rip to left center field by Gutierrez to extend the inning. And Eddie Lewis saw something he didn't like. He's out talking to the group. The umpire's going out to try and hurry them along. And he can go back because Eddie Lewis broke it up. So 2 outs, a runner at second for KIPP in his intercity battle. We had the intercity battle last night with English and Classical. English knocked off Classical 4-2 to split the season. High and tight for a ball. English Classical might get to break that tie if they play again in the Mullins tournament that's coming up at the end of the month. The runner takes off the catcher's glove. He's in with a stolen base. He got a big jump. Giordano was trying to hurry the throw and get out of his glove, and he just dropped it. But I don't think they could have thrown him out anyway. He got too big a jump. So he's at third base now with 1 out. In for a strike. And that's ball 4. As DeVerge draws the walk, extends the inning. Asher Cabrera, the third baseman, will be the hitter. Let's see what they do if DeVerge decides to steal second base. They're not holding him on. He's way off the bag. He can walk to second base. And that's just what he does. They can't throw him out. He was halfway to second base with his lead. They weren't holding him on. So second and third with 2 outs. Swing and a miss for strike 2. In on the hands. Payon pitching from the stretch. Up and away for a ball. Swing and a miss. He gets his second strikeout. KIPP will leave the runners at second and third. 2 strikeouts in the inning. And I didn't do it, but I'll do it now. I so used to not announcing the starting lineup for the visiting team because the visiting team doesn't see this on TV, but KIPP, obviously the KIPP players can. Jeremy Reyes, the first baseman, leads it off. Morinel Castro, the pitcher, bats second. Chanel Gutierrez, the catcher, bats third. Batting fourth and playing shortstop, Daniel DeVerge. The third baseman, Asher Cabrera, hits number 5. Alan Delgado, the center fielder, hits number 6. Batting seventh and playing right field, Piero Canales. Anderson Dela Cruz, the DH, hitting for the left fielder, Jaden Walker, hits number 8. And bringing up the tail end of the order is Javon Machado, the second baseman, batting ninth. For Tech, it'll be Josh Seeley, the left fielder, leading off. Colby Buckland will play short and bat second. The first baseman, Will McCaffrey, will hit number 3. In a cleanup spot, batting fourth is Dom Giordano, the catcher. The third baseman, Ben Tartarini, will hit number 5. Batting sixth and playing second base, Wesley Morales. The center fielder, Tyler Maynard, will hit number 7. Batting eighth is the DH, Mario Giordano, hitting for the pitcher, Jared Payon. And in the ninth spot is the right fielder, Roman Valdez. So it's Castro on the mound. He'll be throwing to Gutierrez as we start the bottom of the first inning. For the start of 2 5-inning games is the doubleheader. This game was supposed to be, these games, I believe, are the ones that were supposed to be played way back in April at the beginning of the season. Earliest start I've ever seen, and they were postponed, and they were picked up now. They were lucky to find an open spot because this place is busy all the time. KIPP plays games here, Tech, English, Classical, St. Mary's. Babe Ruth tries to put a couple of their games in here. And very shortly, the Navigators will be here. And then, of course, we have Manning Field, where we have lacrosse and track. And they got a flag football league for the adults that have used the entire field. They run sideline to sideline so they can get 3 or 4 games in at one time. Up and away for a ball. Josh Seeley, the left fielder, leading it off. On the corner for a strike. Popped up. Drops in for a base hit. So Seeley gets a base hit to start the first inning. Behind the shortstop, in front of the center fielder, left fielder. Found a spot. Colby Buckland, the shortstop, will be the hitter. The runner takes off. Throw down. Not in time. Stolen base. Nice effort by the shortstop, DeVerge. Got the bouncing ball. Put the tag on. Just get in there safe. High and tight for a ball. So Tech has a runner in scoring position with nobody out. Hit foul back to the screen. KIPP got their 2 runners in scoring position with 2 outs. That one broke late, caught the inside corner. So Castro catches Buckland looking. Will McCaffrey, the first baseman. The runner takes off. Safe at third. Looked like the ball beat him. He might make the tag, but the ball popped loose. So as KIPP did, so does Tech, except they stole 2 bases to get to third. KIPP only had to steal 1 after the double by Gutierrez. So McCaffrey has a chance to put Tech in front. Runner at third with 1 out. Swing and a miss. Chased that pitch. It was up and away. Curveball just broke late. Nice pitch by Castro. Just broke a little late. Tech's under that pitch. So the count goes full. And it's a walk. So KIPP got theirs at first and third with 2 outs. The walk was the second runner. Now the walk is the second runner for Tech, but it's first and third with 1 out. And I would think you would see McCaffrey steal second base, and he takes off right away. Got a good pitch to run on. I don't think they would have thrown it anyway. So Tech matches KIPP second and third, except it's 1 out for Tech. It was 2 outs for KIPP. Payon got a big strikeout to get out of the inning. Up and away for a ball. This is Dom Giordano, the catcher. Wide for a ball. And it's ball 4. Back-to-back walks have loaded the bases for Ben Tatarini, the third baseman. And that gets catcher Gutierrez out to talk to his pitcher Castro. I think we'll get a runner. No, we're just changing coaches. I thought they could put a runner in at first. Hit the second base. They get 1. They couldn't. They would have got 2, but they threw it away. So they got the second out. They had to eat a double play. If they make the throw to first, it's a double play to get out of the inning. But the error brings the second run in. First one scored on the ground ball. So Tech has grabbed the 2-0 lead. Tatarini is at second base for Wesley Morales, the second baseman. Looked like he was trying to check. Couldn't. He swung through it. That was a nice little pitch to the shortstop, and he just threw it high, wide, past the first baseman. And it wound up in the seats. I'm not sure why. I thought the umpire called a strike. Why would he check with the base umpire? Strike 3 called. I think he was trying to walk out the base and said, oh, yeah, wait a minute. I called that a strike. So 2 strikeouts in the inning for Castro, but the error cost them dearly. Of course, the 2 walks didn't help either. But they could have got out of it with the double play, but the throwaway cost KIPP as Tech puts 2 on the board. They did it with 1 base hit. 2 strikeouts in the inning by Castro, and at the end of 1, Tech has grabbed a 2-0 lead over KIPP. Alan Delgado, the center fielder, will lead it off in the second inning. Pitching low for a ball. 6, 7, and 8 for KIPP as we start the second inning. In for a strike. Down and in for a ball. Swing and a miss. Evens the count at 2. Swings through it for strike 3. Piero Canales, the right fielder, will be the hitter. In for a strike. High for a ball. Hit in the air to center field, drifting back as the center fielder deep, making the catch. Talamena took that one away. Piero Canales hit that a long way, reaching up over his shoulder. Maynard took it away. So the second out is a long out to center field. Anderson Delgado. Oh, excuse me, Anderson De La Cruz. The DH. He's hitting for the left fielder, Jaden Walker. Hit foul to the screen. Just broke late. He had De La Cruz backing away, but stayed inside. Chased that pitch. It was way over his head. So 2 more strikeouts in the second inning for Payon. This time it's a 1-2-3 inning. He's got 4 strikeouts of the 6 outs. Tech will carry that 2-0 lead into the bottom of the second. And it will be 7, 8, and 9 for the Tigers. Tyler Maynard, Mario Giordano, Roman Valdez. Again, the weather just starting to turn around just a little bit. I guess it's supposed to be now, this being a Thursday, I guess Friday, Saturday, over the weekend, supposed to get 70s, maybe even 80s. It'll be nice to go from the 50s to the 80s. Made it to center field, who made that nice catch out in center field. He'll lead it off against Castro, who could have got out of it. He walked a couple, back-to-back he walked two, but he still could have got out of it. The ground ball to second base was a double play. They got the runner at second, and he would have had the runner at first, but they threw it away, and the 2 runs scored on the play. So instead of the third out, 0-0, baseball wound up in the seats, and it's 2-0 Tech as we start the second inning. High for a ball. Slap right through the wickets at second base. He had to go a long way to his right, the second baseman, but he got there and it went right through the wickets. So Maynard reaches on the error. Mario Giordano will be the hitter. He's DHing for the pitcher, Jared Payon. Swing and a miss. Chased that pitch, was way over his head. Chased that pitch, was down and away. Third strikeout for Castro. Going to bring up Roman Valdez, the right fielder. With the top of the order, Josh Seeley on deck. That's the button, pops it to the backstop. Hit off the pitcher's glove. They get one. They won't get two as Maynard took out the second baseman. He's slow getting up. He's limping a little bit. He wiped out the second baseman. He's coming off the field limping a little bit. Limping a lot.
God bless you.
I think Coach Rabbit was out saying we could have got a double play if they call interference on the runner going into second base, but they really didn't have a play at first on that play. The runner takes off. Out at second base. Very nice throw by Gutierrez. Nice peg by DeVers, the shortstop. Outstanding throw. So there was an error, but they only faced 3 hitters in the inning. We finished 2 here at Frazier Field in this intercity battle. Lynn Tech 2, KIPP nothing. 9-1-2 for KIPP as we start the third inning. Chased that pitch way over his head. Well, they like that high pitch. In for a strike. KIPP has brought a few fans. A couple of their students are here cheering them on. Tech has brought a few. Down and away for a ball. Hits it in the air, down the left side, foul ball. Out of the reach of third base left field. So Javon Machado, the second baseman, gets the swing again. With the count even at 2-2. Strike 3 called. One away. Second straight inning. Payon started with a strikeout. Top of the order, Jeremy Reyes bounced out second and first, leading off the ball game. Hit foul back. If we were sitting to our right, that would have been right in our lap. They didn't replace the overhead netting, so balls can be hit right here in the press box. We're on the left side. The right side is got a cover, and it went right off the cover. It would have been in the press box if the cover was open. One way to keep us alert up here, so none of us fall asleep. Hit in the air, in the right center field. Long run, in for a base hit, around first. He can fly. He's in with a stand-up double. Reyes gets the KIPP fans who are here excited, along with the bench. So the tying run comes to home plate. Morinel Castro, the pitcher, was called on strikes his one trip. Chases that high pitch, fouls it off the screen. Hit foul past third base. Rabbit, the third base coach, just ran away from that one. Oh, 2 the count. Pitcher against pitcher here. Castro with a chance to help himself. Down and in for a ball. He took a good long look at that pitch. Chopped that one high and foul and up in the seats, off to the left side. Count stays 1-2. Kid would like to go to work, remembering this is only a 5-inning game, a doubleheader, both 5 innings. So they get 2 runs to make up, and we're already in the 3rd inning. Palin steps off. Buckland, the shortstop, is running behind the runner at second. Hit to third. Nice pick over there. They throw the runner out at first. Nice play by Tatarini. That was hard hit, and he just picked it. Castro can't hit it much better than that, but he hit it right at the third baseman. A foot or two either way. That's a base hit and a run. Chanel Gutierrez hit a long shot to left center field for a double. It came with 2 outs, so he got stranded at third, actually, after he stole third. KIPP had a walk. He had runners at second and third. Both their hits have been doubles, up and away for a ball. Chop towards third base. It's a fair ball. If he lets it go, it's probably going to go foul. But he picked it up in fair territory. He had no chance to throw Gutierrez out. It looked like it was going to kick foul, but when he picked it up, it was fair. So it's an infield hit. First and third. Let's see if they try to get Gutierrez down to second base. Daniel DeVers, the shortstop, drew a walk. Hit in the air to left field, in the gap. Hi, everybody. Runs are going to score. 2-out Lightning for KIPP. They're going to tie the game up. Third double in the game, second in the inning. 2-out Lightning. Hit that well over the left fielder's head. Gutierrez didn't have to steal second. He scored all the way from first, running on the hit with 2 outs. Swing and a miss. Asher Cabrera, the third baseman, struck out swinging. Hit foul to the backstop. 0-2. They throw it down a second. If that ball he was off the bag, but they had to play the bounce. Bounced around, and DeVers was able to get back. Bayonne steps off, trying to keep the runner close. Bayonne had given up 1 hit in the first 2 innings. He's given up 3 in this inning. 2 doubles, 3 extra base hits for KIPP. The last one, the double that knocked in the 2 runs. Swing and a miss for strike 3. So he gets 2 more strikeouts in the inning, but he gives up the 3 hits and the 2 runs. Six strikeouts in 3 innings, but we're right back where we started. Dead even. Lynn Tech 2, KIPP 2 as KIPP comes from behind. With the second and third doubles. And the last one, the big one, with 2 big outs. Gutierrez got the infield hit to keep the inning alive. DeVers gets the big double over the left fielder's head. Gutierrez scores easily from first. And we got a tie game, so Castro on the mound is back in the game. He gave up the 2 runs, but they were unearned because it was a huge error in that first inning that got Tech there too. For Tech now in the bottom of the 3rd, it'll be the top of the order. Josh Shealy, Colby Buckland, Will McCaffrey. This is the part of the order that got them the 2 runs in the first inning. Although, again, it came on an error that could have ended the inning. Seeley leading off, he got a base hit, stole second, stole third, and then scored on the force at second for the out that should have been a double play, end of the inning. But instead it scored 2 runs. McCaffrey followed Seeley around from second base, scoring the second run on the error. High and tight for a ball. See, it's funny to look over at Manning Field and see the parking lot empty. Because there's usually something going on over there at Manning Field. Hit in the air. Third baseman on the run. Catcher off his glove. Probably easier for the third baseman coming to the ball rather than the catcher chasing the ball. But he gave way to the catcher and it went off his glove. And Seeley gets a life. Hit to third. And he throws Shealy out. Play goes 5-3. Nice play by Cabrera. Over to the first baseman, Reyes. Colby Buckland was called on strikes this one trip. That one just kind of ricocheted off his helmet. Those are the kind of hit batsmen you like. No problem at all. Nobody gets hurt. Just a touch. Will McCaffrey drew a walk and scored the second run. Missing wide for a ball. Missing wide again, 2-0. Buckland not getting a very big lead off first base. High and tight for a ball, 3-0. So McCaffrey will be taking a long look at this one. And 4 pitches, he draws a walk. So after an out, a hit pass and a walk, put 2 on for Tech. Dom Giordano, the catcher, walked. His one trip. He was the front end of that would-be double play. He was forced at second, and then the ball got thrown away and the 2 runs scored. Almost hit him inside. Take one for the team. Swing and a miss. 1-1 the count. Chop to short. They only have 1 play at first. Nice play by the shortstop, DeVerge. Runners move up to second and third. Ben Tantarini was the front end of that double play. He hit the ground ball to second base. He would have been out at first. They threw the ball away. He got an RBI for the fielder's choice. Hit foul back. Hit up the middle for a base hit. That's going to score 2. Again, 2 out Lightning. This time for Tech. And they got their 2-run lead back with a big 2-out hit by Ben Tatterini. So the hit batsman and the walk. A walk and a hit batsman are 3 of the 4 runs. Swing and a miss. Wesley Morales was called on the strikes his 1 trip. So Tech led 2-0. KIPP tied it up. Now KIPP gets their 2-run cushion back. We did the game here yesterday. We're talking about 2-out Lightning. St. Mary's played Arlington Catholic. 7 runs were scored. 6 of them came on 2-out hits. And St. Mary's got the best of it, getting 3 2-out hits for all 4 of their runs to win it 4-3. And now we get 2-out Lightning by Tech, by Tatterini. And the 2-out Lightning by DeVerge, knocking in the 2 for KIPP. So 4 of the 6 runs here are scored with 2-out Lightning. Hit off the pitcher's glove. Castro, when he's not pitching, will play short. He makes the nice play. But a little too late with that shot up the middle by Tatterini, knocking in 2. The only hit. They scored 2 in the first with 1 hit. They get 2 here in the third with 1 hit. And they got their 2-1 cushion back. It's Tech 4, KIPP 2 at the end of 3. Alan Delgado, the center fielder, struck out his 1 trip. Pushes the bunt to third, and he's in with a base hit. He got it down. First time KIPP has got the leadoff hitter on, and it brings the tying run to home plate. Piero Canales, the right fielder, flied out to center field. He hit it a ton. And the center fielder Maynard tracked it down, made a nice over-the-shoulder catch. High for a ball. So KIPP trying to come back. Swing and a miss. He chased that high pitch. I talked about this. We talked about the St. Mary's game with the 6 out of 7 runs, 2-out Lightning. The 2 runs by KIPP, 2-out hit by DeVerge. The 2 runs in the bottom of the third for Tech, 2-out hit by Tatterini. And the 2 runs in the first came with 2 outs. The overthrow at first base brought the 2 runs home. It would have been the 3rd out. So runs galore scoring with 2 outs. So KIPP trying to come back again. They were down 2-0. He tied it up. Hit foul. It's going to go out of play. Actually bounced right in the dugout. I thought it was going to go up in the seats. It actually bounced right in the KIPP dugout. The runner takes off. in with a stolen base. Actually, it was ball 4. That's why the catcher didn't throw it. So KIPP gets the first 2 on. Anderson, Dela Cruz, the DH, hitting for the left fielder. Jaden Walker will be the hitter. Eddie Lewis coming out of the dugout. So KIPP saw Tech break the tie, getting 2 on a big 2-out hit by Tatarini. And now KIPP trying to come back with a hit and a walk. 2-1, nobody out. Long conversation again. The umpire taking a stroll out to break it up. Eddie Lewis doing a terrific job with his Tiger team. I should mention, along with Moses LeBoy. Swing and a miss. Dela Cruz struck out swinging his 1 trip. High for a ball. KIPP would like to get both of these runs in, but they'd like to get at least 1 in to make it an easier 5th inning, because we mentioned before these are 2 5-inning games, not 7 innings, a doubleheader. Payon steps off. High again for a ball. Yeah, that's ball 4. So just like that, the bases are loaded. They're tying runs in scoring position for Javon Machado, the second baseman who was called out on strikes his 1 trip. Giordano out for a stroll to talk to his pitcher. Tech will bring the infield in. It gives Coach Rabbit a chance to talk to his hitter. It started with a bunt hit by Delgado, followed by back-to-back walks. So KIPP with a threat, trailing by 2, but the bases loaded, nobody out. Missing down and in for a ball. In for a strike. Palin hadn't walked a batter until he walked it back to back here in this inning. Pitching wide for a ball. Excuse me, walk 1 in the first inning. That came with 2 outs. Over the head of the hitter, the ball deflected off the glove, but didn't go far enough. And KIPP going to play it safe with no outs, no sense running into an out. The ball wasn't that far behind home plate. And the count is in their favor. Swing and a miss. Very big pitch coming up for both teams. Strike 3 called. So he gets Machado the second time he's got him called. One away for Jeremy Reyes, the leadoff hitter. He grounded the second, doubled and scored the first run for KIPP. He's got one of 3 doubles they have in the game. Tech will back up now and look for a double play if they can get it. Wide for a ball. Payon sold a lot of pitches. Missing inside, 2-0. The pitcher, Moreno, Castro on deck. Up and away for a ball. In for a strike. Hit foul to the backstop. We got another big pitch coming up, 3-2. Popped up foul. Long run for the third baseman. Good effort. Tatarini with a long run. Couldn't get there. And we'll do it again at 3-2. Fishing inside for ball 4, and that's going to bring a run home. Now the tying run at third, the go-ahead run at second. Hit foul to the backstop. Morinel Castro, the pitcher, can help himself here. It's now 4-3. Still 1 out. They called a balk on the pitcher.
No, the girl came on the field.
I don't think the umpire saw it. The girl from the dugout came out to chase the ball behind home plate, and Payon held up and they called a balk. The girl shouldn't even be in the dugout. Eddie Lewis out talking to the plate umpire. The plate umpire couldn't possibly see the young lady. The foul ball, it wasn't a player chasing the ball. It was a young lady coming out of the dugout chasing the foul ball. She got a high five from the team when she went back to the dugout for her efforts. But that's a tough way to get a run. He's now telling her, stay in the dugout, don't come out. But what are they going to do with the balk? He already called the balk, and the game is tied up. Now the go-ahead run is at third base. In for a strike. The base umpire probably should have saw the young lady coming out of the dugout. I'm not even sure why she's in the dugout. There's a couple of them in the dugout. They really shouldn't be there. Hit the third. They throw the ball home. They tag the runner, but he dropped the ball. Tazzarini made the right play. Giordano tagged him out, but then he dropped the ball. And KIPP grabs a 5-4 lead. A bizarre inning. Gutierrez, the catcher, is double, singled, and scored a run. They let the runner go to second base. I know KIPP, like during the football season, a lot of the young ladies are up in the press box helping them run the scoreboard, doing some work, but they're not really supposed to be in the dugout, and certainly not supposed to be chasing foul balls behind home plate. Hit foul to the backstop. That's a tough way for Tech to give up a run, and then that ground ball to third would have been a force at the plate. They wouldn't have to make a tag. Hit back to the pitcher. They have the runner at third. Hook up. They let him go. They let him go. And the young lady just came out of the dugout again. He looked at the runner, was way off the bag at third. Then he just turned and threw the ball to first, and the runner at third was able to easily score. High for a ball. Dale DeVers has walked, doubled in 2 runs. He's the 8th hitter in the inning. In for a strike. A bizarre inning for Tech. Hit foul on the first base side. So that balk was costly because the next hit to third would have been a force at the plate, and the ground ball to the mound would have been the third out. They would have got out of the inning. Hit foul past third base. Way wide for a ball. Swing and a miss. They finally get out of the inning. A bizarre inning. Two more strikeouts for Payon. He's got 8 in 4 innings, but all of a sudden, 4 runs, and it's now 6-4 in favor of KIPP. They did it with 1 base hit. Three walks, an error, a balk, and they put 4 on the board. So we go into the bottom of the 4th. Tech now down 2. They've been up 2 twice. Now it changes over and they're down 2. So Castro, for the first time, will take the mound with a lead. And Tech will have to try and make a comeback. It'll be 7, 8, and 9 for Tech. I'm not sure what Tech is doing. This is Jared Payon. He was being hit for by Giordano. They took Maynard out of the game when he got hurt at second base. But I don't know how how Payon can hit in that spot. And this is Mario Giordano, who was DHing for Payon. So I don't understand how they can do this. Swing and a miss. He struck out swinging the first time. He was DHing for Payon. Payon just hit in Maynard's spot with Maynard being taken out of the game. In for strike 2. Where's for strike 3? Roman Valdez, the right fielder, reached on a fielder's choice and got thrown out trying to steal second base. Down and in for a ball. So it's awful hard to keep score when you don't know what anybody's doing. And they were out a while ago questioning the batting order. They should have been questioning the batting order here because Payon got up and bat. He's been DH for up until now. And he surely can't hit in somebody else's spot. Bounces and goes through the wickets. Top of the order on deck for the Tigers. In the bottom of the 4th, who now find themselves trailing for the first time. Hit the second base. Big hop. Bobbled it. He had a big hop. Bobbled it. Valdez will reach on the error. He had plenty of time. Sunday hop. I don't know if he took his eye off it, but he had it and just flat out dropped it. So Valdez reaches. Josh Healy has singled and scored, grounded out third to first. Wide for a ball. The runner got a big jump. No, won't even catch it, but didn't even bother throwing it. Valdez got a huge jump. Gutierrez just said, I'm never going to bother throwing it. Waves at that pitch. And it's 2-1. Way inside for a ball. Buckland has been called on a strike, get hit by a pitch and scored a run. Thought about it, held up outside, he draws a walk. So after 2 quick outs, an error and a walk, put 2 on. Coach Rabbit out to talk to his pitcher. Colby Buckland has struck out, got hit by a pitch and scored a run. So that bizarre 4th inning, KIPP got 1 base hit, but they scored 4 runs. An error, 3 walks, a balk. Hit in the right center field for a base hit. Bobbled out in the outfield. Hustling into second. Buckling gets a base hit, an RBI. Shelley goes to third, 2 out Lightning again. The bobble out in the outfield, another error. Allows Buckland to go to second base. Will McCaffrey has walked twice and scored twice. He takes the pitch high for a ball. So Tech trying to come back. Tying run at third, go ahead run at second. Waved at that pitch, broke way down and away. Castro got some help on that pitch. Chopped foul behind home plate. 1-2 the count. Hit foul to third base. Count stays 1-2. So once again, last night, today, all kinds of 2 out Lightning. Hit in the air. Shortstop to Verge. Goes right in front of the second baseman and makes the play. So Tech leads the tying run at third, the go-ahead run at second. They're down to their last 3 outs as we're played 4 in this 5-inning first of 2. KIPP holding on to a 4-3 lead. 5, 6, and 7 for KIPP as we start the 5th inning. Payon back out in the mound for the 5th inning. Cabrera struck out swinging twice. Wide for ball 2. High for ball 3. Fifth walk given up by Payon. And we might be getting a change on the mound. 4 of them have come in the last inning because there's no outs here in the 5th. So Payon is going to be relieved. I think it's going to be the third baseman. Tartarini will be the new pitcher. And Payon will go to third base. 1 out, nobody on. Tartarini will be the new pitcher. So 5 walks given up by Payon. There's another perfect bunt. They're not going to get him. They do get him. That's a very nice play by Tartarini. He's the third baseman. I should wait to see the play. He put a perfect bunt down. He beat out a bunt for a base hit before. They're putting the runner at second back at first base. They're calling interference on the runner. You can't run right down the line. Although I don't know why they call it because they made the play. But it's 1 out and they put the runner back. Piero Canales threw a walk and scored. Three of the 5 walks given up by Payon scored. There was also the balk. He gave up only 5 base hits. He gave up a run when he had the runner picked off at third base on a ground ball back to the mound. Chop foul. The runner stole second base, but he'll have to go back again. He had the runner way off the bag at third. He could have got him in a rundown and made the out, but he didn't. He looked at him, saw him, threw the ball to first, the run scored, and shortly after that, there was a balk for another run. And then there was the out at the plate. The ball was dropped. Just a total bizarre inning. In for a strike. So 4-3, KIPP on top in that bizarre 4th inning. Oh, excuse me, 6-5, they were on top. The runner takes off. Strike 3 called. Cabrera stole second base. So 2 outs. Anderson De La Cruz has struck out, walked, and scored. He was the run cut down at the plate, but then the ball was dropped and he was safe. Right now, that's the deciding run. So the balk and the error are the difference in the game. KIPP now would be down to their last out. Swing and a miss. Hit foul past third base. hit the second base. Morales to McCafferty. So they get the walk on the stolen base, but it's left at second. And even though it's the fifth inning, it's the last inning because this is 2 5-inning games. Tech is now down to their final 3 outs, trailing by a run 4-3. Tech pitching struck out 9. Payon got 8 of them. And for Tech, it'll be 4, 5, and 6. And they need a run to stay alive. And they'll be looking at that 4th inning. We walked in a run, balked in a run. The run was out at the plate, but the ball was dropped. And they had the other run, a bounce back to the pitcher who had the runner way off third base, looked at him, and threw the ball to first, and the run scored. And those were the 4 runs. A walk, an error, a balk, and then allowing that run to score from third. All of that put together in the 4th inning with the base hit they got, led off the inning, scored the run, but never should have got her anywhere near home plate. So here we go. Dom Giordano was walked and grounded a shot. So Castro will get a chance to get the win. Hit the third, long throw across the diamond. It gets away, and that's going to put the tying run at second base. I'm going to give him a base hit. That's a tough play for third. That was deep at third. So he'll get a base hit and the error, and we've had a few of those. Waves at that pitch was down and away. Tatarini had a forced out second, should have been a double play. They threw the ball away at first. He got an RBI. Then he singled in the 2 that got Tech their 2-run cushion back at 4-2. So he's 1 for 2. He's got 3 RBI. Tech with the tying run at second. Swing and a miss. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Wesley Morales has struck out, bounced to the pitcher. Nice stop by the catcher, Gutierrez. That keeps the runner at second base. That was way down and away. Missing wide again. Swing and a miss. 2-1 the count. Way inside for a ball. I'm looking at the KIPP fans. There's one lady, young lady behind the dugout that has been standing the entire game. We got seats all over the park. She's been standing the whole game. And that's ball 4. The runner takes off for third, and they throw it into left field. And the runner's going to score to tie the game up. Giordano steals third, and the error makes it a tie game. And the winning runner's at first base with Morales. And let's see if they try to get him to second with a stolen base. Jared Payon is the hitter. I still don't know how they do this. He was being DH'd in the number 8 spot. He's now hitting in the number 7 spot. Waves at the pitch for strike 1. Hit in the left field for a base hit. It's bobbled out there, and the runner's going to go to third. So Payon gets a base hit. Morales goes to second. The error in the outfield puts the winning run at third base. And Giordano is the hitter. They're going to put him on, I think. They're going to walk him. I thought they said they were going to walk him. They tried a bunt and missed it. I thought they would walk him and put a force in any base. Or a force at the plate. So second and third. Swing and a miss. It's been a bizarre game. Giordano was struck out swinging twice. He's now the right field. He was the DH. Wide for a ball. They're not shortened up all the way. I thought they'd bring the infield in. Pitch is wide for a ball. As a little bit of a fog starts to come in all of a sudden. Hit the shot. They have the play. Safe at the plate. The catcher didn't make the tag. He thought it was a force out. He went up, tagged the plate. He didn't tag the runner coming home. It ends a bizarre baseball game here at Frazier Field. That's why a long time ago I stopped saying I've seen it all. One of the most bizarre games I have ever seen in my life. Tech got 2 in the first inning. A single by Selly, a walk to McCaffrey. They wound up at second and third. First and third, a ground ball, a force out at second would have been a double play. And then an error scored the 2 to make it 2-0. KIPP tied it up. Ray's got a double. Gutierrez got a single. DeVers got a 2 RBI double. It was 2-2. Tech got their 2-run lead back. Buckling got hit by a pitch. McCaffrey walked. They moved up on a ground ball to short and a 2 RBI single by Tartarini, who turned out to be the winning pitcher. Knocked in the 2 to make it 4-2. Then that bizarre 4th inning when KIPP scored 4 runs with 1 hit. The 1 hit scored a run, but they scored on a balk. They scored on a drop throw at the plate. They scored on a ground ball back to the mound. that they looked to run to third, didn't throw it to third, threw it to first, the runner scored, and then he drew a balk. 4 runs, it was 6-4. Tech made it 6-5 with an error, all with 2 outs. An error, a stolen base, a walk, an RBI single by Buckler made it 6-5. And then in this bizarre 5th inning, Giordano got a base hit after an out, a walk, put first and second. Giordano steals third. They throw it away into the outfield, and he scores the tying run. Morales drew a walk, a base hit by Maynard, base hit by Payon. The ball bobbled in the outfield. Morales went to third. Payon steals second. A ground ball to short. They throw the ball home. The catcher goes up, stays on the plate, catches it, thinking it's a force out, and it's not. He's going to tag the runner. The runner slides home, and Tech wins the game by a score of 7-6 to go 6-4. KIPP will drop to 3-8, and we'll get ready for the second game. For KIPP, Reyes had a double, a walk, scored 2 runs, knocked in a run. Castro reached on an error. Gutierrez had a double, a single, scored a run, knocked in a run. DeVers had a walk, a double, knocked in 2. Delgado had a single, scored a run. Canales had a walk, scored a run. Dela Cruz had a walk, scored a run, and that was it for KIPP. On the other side, Chelly had a single and a walk, scored a run. Buckland got hit by a pitch, scored a run, got a base hit, knocked in a run. McCaffrey was on base twice with walks, scored both times. Giordano had a walk, a base hit, scored the run that tied the game. Tatarini was on base twice, knocked in 3 runs. Morales drew the big walk in the last inning and scored the run to win the game. Maynard reached on an error. Payon had the base hit to keep the 5th inning alive. Mario Giordano hit the ground ball to short that knocked in the winning run. Roman Valdez reached center fielder's choice, reached on error, and scored a run. And Tatarini pitches the 5th inning and gets the win. And we'll have our second 5-inning game coming up after they take a little bit of a break. But one of the most bizarre games I have ever seen in all the years I've been doing this. Tech gets their 6th win. They win it 7-6, getting 2 in the bottom of the 5th in this first of 2 5-inning games. They win it 7-6 over KIPP. KIPP goes to 3-8. Tech will go to 6-4. And coming up will be the second 5-inning game. Tech will be looking for a sweep. So 7-6, Tech over KIPP. We hope you enjoyed it. I'm John Hoffman saying we'll see you next time.